Alright, here we go. Episode 3 of our Hero Quest series where we're going to be doing the Gargoyle, one of the bad guys. We're going to switch it up. We've done 2 heroes. We're going to do a bad guy now. Maybe I'll do another bad guy. Maybe I'll do the next 2 heroes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. First off, I want to say thank you to all of our YouTube members. You guys help make this channel possible because it does take a lot of time, money, effort. And thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you all. If you are not a member, you can go to the front of the page and join the membership program. Or you can subscribe and watch the videos, leave a comment, hit a thumbs up, hit that bell. That helps too. So whatever you do, thank you so much for tuning in, watching these episodes, and being a supporter of the Nerd Knights painting program. So yeah, let's go. Obviously, the first thing we're going to be doing is taking off those nasty mold lines on our miniature, and these aren't as high quality as the Descent miniatures, but they're still good. A lot better than the original, if you play the original like I did. This is what got me into board gaming, was this specific game. So thank you. I think it was Mattel who started this, or Hasbro, or Milton Bradley. I'm not sure. But whoever did, thank you so much for doing that. Then we're going to put some earth texture on the bottom, and let that dry for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once that's completely dry, we're going to put some black primer on there. I'm using an airbrush, but you can use black spray paint if you have it. Follow with some zenithal highlight from white from above, just to give it that nice glow. Alright, we're going to start our base coat, which is going to be German Gray. Now this is going to be a different color from model color rather than Citadel. So if you don't have this, you can take some Mechanicus Standard Gray and just add some black into it to make it darker. So you don't specifically need this color, but we want like a dark base coat, and you'll see why as we're going to be working up these highlights here in the phases to come. Next, for all of our metal pieces, we're going to be doing some Leadbelcher. Very simple miniature we're going to be doing here. The only long part is doing the highlights that you'll see here in a little bit. But Leadbelcher all over our silver bits, which kind of matches the card art, kind of doesn't, because it looks like it could all be the gray, but we're going to kind of mix it up just a little bit. For the straps on our sword and on our axe, we're going to be doing some Rhinox Hide. And with our last color, we're going to be doing some Abaddon Black on the spikes of our miniature. Now it's really hard to see, so if you don't get this all, it's not that big of a deal. For the one and only wash we're going to be doing some Nuln Oil. And while you're letting that dry, head over to our Instagram at nerd.knights to check out what we got coming up and certain videos we're posting and kind of giving you previews of what kind of miniatures we have coming up. To start our highlight phase, we're going to do some Necron Compound, which is a dry paint from Citadel, and we're going to do this on all of our silver pieces. Next, we're going to work on our gray skin tone. This is the focal point of the miniature. This is basically the miniature in and of itself. We're going to start with a little reapplication of German Gray, which you're probably not even going to notice. but I did it anyway. Once that is complete, we're not going into the crevices or the recesses of the miniature. We're getting the top portions only, with the focal point being on the face, shoulders, arms, the abdominal muscles, and on top of our quads of our gargoyle. We're going to focus on that. After that is done with our German Grey, we're going to do a 50-50 mix of Eshin Grey, and we're going to start building up our color highlights, just picking out certain areas. Each time we do a new color, we're going to be doing less and less each time, and as you'll see. So while you're painting this, if you need to pause it to see where I'm painting, or rewatch it just to certain areas. We're then going to use pure Eshin Grey and start going over the race areas we just went over with the 50-50 mix. While we're doing the back wings of the gargoyle, we just want to focus on the areas between the cracks. So just pick areas between the cracks and do the whole thing. And obviously we want to be thinning our paints. We don't want to be making them too gloppy and gloopy. So just grab those areas, and we're only going to be doing this in a couple coats. We're not going to be doing all the way down to the basically white coat we're going to do here at the end of this face. Then you're going to be doing a 50-50 mix of Stormvermin Fur and Eshin Grey, and we're going over the same spots we just did. We're focal pointing the face, the shoulders, a little bit on the abdomens, the quads, the hands, and a little bit on the back of our wings. And that should be the final highlight we do on the back of the wings as we build up the highlight on the front. We're then going to be doing some pure Stormvermin Fur and just going over the same areas we just did, with the focal point being on the head, neck, shoulders, arms, quads, and hands. Then we're going to take a 50-50 mix of Administratum Grey and Stormvermin Fur and just go over just a little bit more onto our face, shoulders, and same areas we were just on, just lightening up just a little bit, and you're going to see that really model pop up a little bit. And finally, some Administratum Grey, very sparingly on the face, specifically the nose, cheekbones, a little bit onto the hands, and we're going to be doing this on our eyeballs. For our leather straps, we're just going to be doing a quick highlight of Gorthor Brown over the top of those. And for our base, we're just going to be doing some Aggaros Dunes, followed with some Blood Angels Red to give it kind of a lava look. This is just what I'm doing, doesn't need to be what you're doing. Just I want to do something a little bit differently. And finally painting the rim of the base in Abaddon Black. And that's it. That's all it took. Wasn't nothing crazy. Just a little extra time on the face and some on the shoulders and the legs. Nothing too crazy, but that's it. So you did a great job and I'm proud of you. Send me a picture on my Instagram. I want to see how everybody's looks. Thank you for watching. Thank you, subscriber. If you are a YouTube member, thank you so much. Your donations help a ton. So thank you again for that. And I will see you on the next one. All right, paint on.